Good morning and welcome to Growing for Good with Funding for Good. Welcome to our offices, our home offices. This is the first vlog we've recorded here. And I just wanted to talk with you guys for a second. I get a lot of questions every week from clients and folks in the nonprofit world about how to build relationships with donors. And the first thing I always tell people is the most important part of fundraising, and that includes grant writing, is relationship building. And if you skip that step, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. You need to be able to have a conversation with your potential donors or foundations or program officers or the gatekeepers of those foundations and have them know who you are, what your organization does, what you're passionate about. Sometimes that first step looks like a phone call, and sometimes that first step looks like an email, sometimes it's a visit, and sometimes it's unexpected and you meet them at a networking event in the community. But you need to be able to say who you are and why you feel like they're a good fit for you and how you can build your relationship. Sometimes it's not always going to be them giving you money. Sometimes it's going to be a partnership or a collaboration or a connection they can help you make in the community. Sometimes it's going to be something that you can do for them. And so I encourage you to continue building relationships even after you have received funding or been denied funding from a potential donor. And always, 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 when you have a question, whether you're in the grant writing process or whether you're in a trying to figure out if someone will partner with you process, reach out and have a conversation. I cannot tell you the number of people who go through my classes or go through my workshops and hear me say this over and over. Call the program officer. That will call me first to ask the question. And my first answer to them is, well, I can answer this the way that I think and I interpret it, but ultimately you should be calling the program officer and asking them because that's what they get paid for. That's their job. Their job is to have a conversation with you, to help you determine if you're a good fit. They don't want to waste their time, and they want to make sure they're making the best fits possible for the dollars they have to expend because they're fiscally responsible for the dollars that the foundation raises and grows, and you are the person that helps them do that through a nonprofit, so they want you to reach out to them. I work with a program officer at a major bank foundation here in North Carolina that has said and presented at several of my workshops that they are considering making a requirement before someone can apply for a grant with their foundation to call and have a conversation with the program officer first, because they get so many applications that are not eligible for funding, and it would save those folks time from writing them, and it would save the foundation time from reviewing them if people would just call and have that conversation first. So what I'd like for you to take away from this today is don't be afraid to call and talk with program officers at foundations unless they specifically give you instructions on their website that say phone calls not encouraged. If they say that, don't call them, send them an email, whatever their preferred method of communication is. But always reach out to them and build a relationship. And I tell every client that I work with and every potential client that wants to work with me, do not work on an application until you have taken the time to sit down and have a conversation with the program officer first, or at least had an email and know that they've encouraged you to apply. So I hope everyone has a great week. Join us next week for vlog number 3, and we will have a blog coming out tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.